What does it mean to be Jewish? And how do I want to participate in Jewish life? Today we speak with Adrian Maydanich, who currently participates in Jewish engagement programs within our associated network. Adrian is a high schooler who participates in 4Front, a teen program managed by the JCC. Thank you, Adrian, for being here with me. I'm going to go right to the base of our whole discussion. What does being Jewish mean to you?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the Associated as well. Being Jewish to me is a lot of different things. It's a practice, it's an ideology, and it's especially a community. I come from a family of Ukrainian immigrants who moved from the former Soviet Union, kind of escaping religious persecution to find a new sense of freedom, a renewed sense of purpose, and a new life in the US. They kind of based their journey through practicing Jewish ideals, Jewish living, Jewish practice, and that's how they were able to find success and find a community in their own right. And I think now that's become my sort of dream and my path. I take from Judaism, I think, a different set of ideals than a lot of people. Things like derech eretz, tikkun olam, ideas and values that we hear a lot about, but sometimes people either don't put into practice or don't think too much about.
So October 7th, the rise in anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
How is that impacting you, maybe you and your friends?
For me personally, it gives me two different kind of perspectives, what October 7th gave me. It gave me the realistic view of now what the Jewish people are kind of to the rest of the world and how we can be viewed in a negative connotation that I wasn't really able to see before. Before October 7th, it was a more peaceful time, I would say, where Jews were, I guess, more widely accepted, not as called out on social media, let's say. But now it gave me a little bit of a realistic perspective on what the world could view of us. But I think more it's enhanced my perspective of how I want to respond and how I can engage my community to respond to that hatred.
Has what is going on in the world impacted your thought processes vis-a-vis where you'd like to be in college?
A lot of my peers have really expressed to me that the way they think about college now is as it's becoming more of an oppressive environment for Jewish students, and that's a terrible thing. And yes, you can see the rise of anti-Semitism on campuses, and it can be scary on a lot of campuses to really step into that adversity. But for me, I think it's a little bit different. I think that I could be a person who has the words to sort of tell people why certain ideologies are negative towards a progressive society that we're living in. And I think that rather than at viewing college campuses as something that are oppressive, I view it as an opportunity for people to move forward and to really show the best of themselves. And I really get to show them what the Jewish people are all about just through living as myself and living confidently and passionately as both a Jewish person and an academic as well.
Do you expect to be engaged Jewishly while you're at college, on your campus?
Judaism will never not be a part of who I am and how I live and how I pursue everything going into the future. Whether it has to be that I create a Jewish outlet for myself and my peers, I would be happy and excited to do so. Or if there's already a strong sense of Jewish community on campus, I want to join, I want to become a leader. And again, I want to show people what the Jewish community is, how strong we are, and why we deserve to stake a claim, across the entire world, really, as such a small community of people.
What made you join 4Front?
4Front has always been a part of my family, I would say, when I was growing up. So my mom was on the JCC board here, and she was the one who told me this is a program that's going to be something incredible. It's going to turn into an outlet for a lot of kids, a lot of Jewish students and non-Jewish students to express themselves wholeheartedly, in an open environment, in a safe space. So there was 3 that I took on mainly. It was STAC, Students Taking Action for Change. The Diller program, which I loved so much. It's a year-long cohort where we went to Israel. And then now I'm a Gesher Teen Ambassador, where I get to work with the JCC board, kind of observe, give my opinion as a teen perspective. And 4Front provided that opportunity for all those programs, just things that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And 4Front kind of gave me that Jewish outlet to pursue those opportunities.
Thank you so much. It was really inspiring just to see your joy, the gleam in your eye, and thank you so much for sharing yourself.
Thank you so much for having me. Really, really appreciate it.